Right. Hi, Drew. How are you today?
I'm not too good to be honest. I was just kicked out of this place, and I really don't I really don't know what to say. I don't understand why this is happening to me. I thought I was doing okay. Um, I just they told me I had to pack up my stuff and leave, and um, all I did was just you know gave my friend in the room next to me a Vyvanse last night because um he was feeling a little bit agitated and has an anxiety, but then now I'm being kicked out for trying to help one of fellow my fellow housemates, and I just don't understand, and I have nowhere to go.
Okay, I can understand you're feeling very overwhelmed right now. I'm sorry, can you just repeat what you gave your roommate last night?
Well, my roommate came, the guy that lives in the room next to me, he came and knocked on my door last night, and he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling really anxious, and I need to calm down a bit." And he was all out of his meds, and he couldn't find the aftercare support worker to ask for his PRN. And so I said, "Well, I'm allowed to have my meds locked up in my room." So I just went in and I gave him one of my Vyvanse to help him calm him down. And I guess that was the wrong thing to do. So now I'm kicked out, and they're telling me that I'm not allowed. I gave him a controlled substance in the aftercare house, and that breaks the rule. And now, like, I feel like I'm being abandoned, and when I need the help, I need help the most too. And now I'm being thrown out in the street.
Yeah, I can definitely understand why this would be overwhelming for you right now. Um, when did you start to feel this way? Like, did it happen right away last night? Did somebody come in? Like, how did the situation start? How did somebody know that you had given the Vidance to your roommate?
Well, I guess I gave him more than one. I gave him two, and it kind of just sedated him. I guess when he went to sleep, kind of just he wouldn't wake up on time, and one of the workers came in and tried to wake him up, and then they found out that they finally got him conscious, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had the best sleep of my life." And they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, it's because Drew gave me some of his medication last night to help me sleep and help me with my anxiety." And I thought I was doing okay, and I said when the rule said no illicit substances in the house, I didn't I didn't even think about my medication that I'm prescribed being an illicit substance. Um, but you know what? I just don't understand what's going on. I don't have anything else anywhere to go. I'm just really worried about my safety now. I might as well just, you know what? Like I feel like my journey is ruined now. Um, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless, and they told me that I broke the rules, and I am definitely going home. And there's nothing I can say or do that will help the fact that I am being thrown out in the street.
Okay.
And I don't know what to do, and you know I just don't know anymore. I maybe it's better that I'm you know not even around anymore, or I won't that way I won't be a burden on anybody. I was just trying to help someone, and now I'm being punished. And you know what? I've tried so hard to be here in the last been here for 6 months now and turning my life around, and now I'm back to ground zero, and now I'm going to be back on the street. I'm not going to be safe. I might as well just go and get some fentanyl. You
Okay.
know, that was my substance of choice, and you know what? Maybe I should just go buy it and do as much as I can and see what happens to me. I mean, that might be the best thing. I have nothing else left. And you know what? I've already told everybody here that's what I want to do. And you know what? They guess they didn't like it because they called you in, and
Mm.
um now I'm talking to you, and there's so many other people that I've talked to today, and I don't even know what to do anymore.
Well, Drew, everybody's really worried about you, and we are very concerned for your safety. I can completely understand why you're feeling very frustrated and feeling lost right now. Um, how have you ever had thoughts about ending your life in the past?
Yeah, yes, I have. Um, I was unhoused for like I was homeless, like unhoused. I don't like using that word because I was homeless. I didn't have a home,
Okay.
you know, and I've been struggling for a long time. And I thought about ending my life, and I wouldn't be a burden on anybody. I wouldn't be a burden on the system. I wouldn't be a burden on you guys having to come in and do this on a Sunday of all times. Um, yeah, I've been struggling with this definitely when I was very in active use, and I was very, very down on myself and didn't see a future in front of me. Yeah, I thought about ending it. A lot of times I took as much of the drugs I had on me as much as I could. Everything I go out and buy something, and I would take it all at once and see what happened to me. If I woke up, great. If I didn't, great. It wasn't a big loss.
Okay.
All I am is just, filling space on the streets. That's what I thought. And then when I came into here, everything I started to get my life back. I I went to the 90-day treatment, the land-based treatment. Um, and I thought I was doing really well. Get into aftercare, got all the support I need, all the counselors, all the tools to help me. And now they just kind of just threw me off. It's like I was thrown off a ship and into the water, and now I'm treading water, and I don't even know where to go now. And all I feel like doing is just stop treading and sink to the bottom.
Okay. Well,
And
we
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's probably the best bet. Um, I don't know. I don't have anything really to I don't have any supports. I don't. I guess I don't know.
well, Drew,
I don't know.
we definitely want to keep you here, and just so you know, you are in a very safe place, and you are definitely not alone. And I can understand how that's probably hard to hear, and how you're feeling right now with being abandoned and kicked out of the program. Unfortunately, there are protocols, but we're gonna put that aside for right now. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to work on a safety plan with you, because right now your safety is my main concern, and I want to make sure that you're going to be okay. And then after we do some safety planning, then I can help you with some referrals and some follow-up plans that you and I can work together to ensure your safety. Would you like to work on a safety plan with me? Just maybe dig a little deeper and find out what kind of supports you may have that you may maybe you don't think of right now.
I guess I don't have anything else to lose. Like I said, my plan right now is just to go down to just to hitchhike to Sudbury and where all my buddies are now, and
Yeah.
just go under the overpass and buy some buy some good stuff, and
Well, we got
that's my
to,
only option now.
yeah.
So
Well, it's
I'm up to anything that you have to offer, I guess. I don't know.
perfect.
I guess.
Perfect. I'd like to go over some options with you for sure. You've done, from what you're telling me today, you've come a long way. You've already done the 90-day treatment. You're in a safe place right now, and we're gonna make sure that we can keep you safe even after leaving here today. Um, so I want to know, you say that you have no supports. Do you have any children?
Yeah, I have a kind of a rocky relationship with I only have one. He's 18 years old, and he's a man himself, and I kind of wasn't in his life for the past 10 years since when he was becoming a man. So, he's reached out to me when I was in treatment at the aftercare house, and we're trying, I had biweekly phone calls with him and
Okay.
video calls with him, and you know, I thought he was mad at me for not being around for 10 years. Um, but he's the one that reached out to me. But I thought I was just a burden. I was just being a burden. He was just reaching out to make me feel good. Um, but he did tell me that he cares about me and he's proud of me, and that he loves me. And I don't know. I just I'm scared to reach out to him by myself. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't
I'm
know.
I can
I don't know.
I can
I,
definitely
I
understand that. And you know what? And that's why I'm here today. And it's totally okay to feel scared and nervous. Like you said, you've had a rocky relationship. But the fact that you know that he loves you and he's there for you, that's something to hold on to. That's a very special bond. And you know, and we could reach out to him together. You know, we don't even have to do it right now. I understand that it's tough, but maybe reaching out to your son right now may help you feel a little bit better, because that's all I want right now is for you to feel a little bit better and not worried about ending your life.
I I just feel like I'll be burdened to him though. He's worked so hard without me all these years, and like it's kind of like the tables have turned, and I'm the child now, and I don't want to put that onto him being 18 years old and having to look after his 46-year-old addict father. It's just feel like I'm going to be an embarrassment to him, and who wants to be around someone like me? Maybe I don't know. You know, it's worth a try, I guess.
I
I don't know.
definitely, oh, sorry.
I, you know what? Maybe, maybe it is. Maybe he would like. Maybe let's.
It's
He
definitely
just
an
definitely could.
option. It's definitely an
Okay.
option. We don't have to rush into it right now. Besides your son, do you have any other supports, close friends, parents, any other relatives that are nearby?
Mm, my parents are far. They're on Manitoulin Island. Um,
Okay. That's a beautiful
so
place.
yeah, I haven't been back in years and years and years, and that's where my son lives too. So
Okay.
um, it's a lot safer than it is here. So
Well, that's
maybe being around, being calling them my son first, maybe, and then he can talk to. He's closer to my parents than I am right now because I've been estranged for a while, and I feel like I don't talk to them because I feel like I'm just bothering them, and that they're ashamed to be ashamed of me. And you know what? I think that could be all just me assuming things.
yeah.
I think that's probably, maybe I should see if I could go back to Manitoulin where I'm a little bit safe, where the drug, you know, I'm not, the drugs aren't more accessible to me too. That's another thing I didn't think of. It's harder to get stuff there too. Um, maybe, yeah, I definitely would maybe help, like you to help me get in contact with them.
Okay, that's something we can definitely do. And like I can see that you're already noticing that, you know, that would be a safer place. It would be harder for you to access substances, which is already safety planning on your own. It's hard to see that yourself, but you actually are already safety planning on your own without even noticing it. I
Oh,
know they are far away, but we can even, you know, start with a phone call and then maybe move into a video chat and we can go from there.
do you have any place I could go? Like, do you suggest that I could go, like, to stay even tonight? Because maybe they can come get me tomorrow if they agree to it. But is there anywhere um that I don't have to like sleep on the street and be unsafe? Because that's what I really feel right now, that if I go out to the street
Yeah.
while we're doing this, then I'm just gonna want to use.
Absolutely. So I'm noticing that your biggest concern right now is being on the streets and turning back into substances. And we
I don't
definitely
want
don't want that. We definitely do not want that.
I don't want
I absolutely do have some places that I can refer you to and try to help you with. How's your mood feeling right now? Now that we've had a little bit to talk about.
feel a little bit better because I see that there's some options now instead of just going out in the street. That's what I was really, really, really scared about, is being out in the street alone and just reaching for that, you know. I just put so much work into it. I feel much, but I do feel a lot better. I feel like maybe that I shouldn't just think about ending it all. I do have people that love me and support me. I just need to help getting over the fear of reaching out and asking for help.
Absolutely, absolutely. And and the first step is talking with me, even how, you were in a very tough spot, and that's why the agency called me in here to be with you today. And you didn't have to speak with me, just taking that step and sitting down and talking, with somebody to help you through your crisis is that's a first step right there. So I'm glad that you're speaking with me, and I'm glad that you're starting to feel a little bit better. Um, when you've felt like this in the past before, have you had coping strategies that you worked with? Because you did say that you've been through the program and you've been in here. So have you learned any coping strategies that can help de-escalate you? If, after we go today, I am going to do my best to help you get set up in a place, but I also want to make sure that once we're done here, you're still going to be safe, and that you have strategies to help keep you away from those substances.
Yeah, um, I think just maybe if I could just keep in contact with you while I'm in between the times, as long as like I can just do regular check-ins, um, with you and stuff. Um, that way, I have someone to talk to in case I do have the urges, um, within the next, 24 to 48 hours of, being while we're in the transition.
Yes.
Um, if you could offer that open line to me, I think that would be great because
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed talking to you for the last, you know, 20 minutes. So,
Okay. That's
it made me 20 minutes. You made me, I with 20 minutes ago, I wanted to end my life, but now, just by you helping me, now I'm thinking about my family again, and I didn't think about it in my life, and I think that's the best route right now. So,
Yeah, I do too. And I feel that you do have some strong family supports from what you've told me today. So, what I'd like to do, first of all, is I would like to reach out. We do have the men's shelter that's here. I know that it's so hard to get a bed sometimes because they are full, but I'm going to take a couple minutes after our meeting, and I'm going to go and give them a call. I'm going to see if they have a bed available. If they don't have a bed available, like I mentioned, I do come from CMHA, and we do have a housing program that's there. I can get you on a list for one of our rooming apartments. Of course, putting you on a list, that's a way. But we also do offer support for hotel rooms for short stays. So
no,
if there's nothing available at the men's shelter, I can definitely help you out for a few days. Anyways, they do have a quick turnaround rate. So what I would do is I would call the shelter. If they don't have a bed available, you'd be put on the next on the list to get in, which would usually within 72 hours, a bed does open or a couple beds open. So in the meantime, if that doesn't happen, we will get you into a hotel room for the next few days until we can get you into a shelter. But like you mentioned, hopefully after we reach out to your family, hopefully we can arrange something to have your family come and pick you up. We also do have bus ticket supports as well. So because Manitoulin Island is so far away, if your family are unable to come and get you, we can help you with bus tickets to even get you to your family if that's an option. So like
I'll I'll take a horse and buggy if I have to.
yeah, my main concern is your safety, and I can't speak for your family because I don't know them, but you seem like a really gentle soul, and I believe that
Thank
your
you.
family want to support you as well and be there for you.
Okay.
So I also want to mention that, we always have the 988 number, which is our suicide 24/7 hotline. You can always call 911 or visit an emergency department in any case that these suicidal ideations come back when you're not there. I'm also going to be giving you my cell phone for work. Um, Unfortunately, it's only available during work hours, but I do keep an eye on it. So you can text me, you can call me. If you text me, I will call you back, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I just want you to know no matter what, you do have somebody that you can talk to after leaving today. I want you to know that you are supported and I want you to be safe.
That he made me feel so much better that I'm not all alone now leaving here.
Yeah, you're definitely not alone. That's for sure. There's so many supports that our office CMHA offers. I don't know if you've ever used our services before. But we also have, now that you'll be out of the treatment center, we also have a walk-in call-in center. So like you can, I'm going to give you a whole list of phone numbers today and supports to take with you after our meeting. And if I'm not available, if I'm speaking with somebody else, I do my best to try to respond right away. But if I'm in another crisis call, it's hard for me to always get through to everybody. But I want you to know that my coworkers at the walk-in call-in center are awesome. They're amazing as well. You call the number I give you, you hit one, and right away you go to our crisis line, or you can walk in and see somebody in person as well. And that's Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. And then outside of those hours, I would always recommend the 988 for suicide hotline or visiting our emerge department.
Wow, there's lots of supports out there. Oh, I'm so
There's
glad. Just thank you for helping me today. This I feel so much. I can breathe a little bit better now. I thought it was all over half an hour ago, and I just yeah.
I'm
But
glad.
I'm happy. I'm a lot. I feel a lot better now with the supports, and I'm looking forward to reaching out to um my son and my my folks and seeing what can happen.
Yeah, I'm happy that I could help you with that. And like I said, like we can, if you'd like for the phone call, I can make the initial call and let them know that you'd like to speak to them to make it a
Oh,
little
that'd be
bit.
great.
Yeah, we can do that. I can, introduce myself to your son. I can, with your permission and your consent, I could explain a little bit of the situation that happened and how you're feeling and why I'm calling today. And then, we can ask them first if they would like to speak to you before you get on the phone, right? And then I could pass the phone over and we can go from there.
Okay,
Does that
sounds
sound like
great.
a good plan?
Yeah,
Awesome. That's perfect.
that'd be.
I'd also like to do a follow up with you myself, if I don't hear from you, because I'm worried about you as well, and your safety is what's most important to me right now. So if we can also set up a future meeting for maybe I'm thinking, so today is Sunday. I'd like to hear from you again by Friday. If you don't
Okay.
hear from me before then, because either way, it'll be me or one of my colleagues getting you set up in the hotel room if we don't get a bed. Unfortunately, I can very clear. I think that they're not going to have a bed available. I've been in this situation. It usually takes a couple days, but usually, like I said, within 72 hours, my clients do get into that shelter. And like I said, we'll keep you up at the hotel room. They got beautiful shower, nice warm bed. You also get to
That'd
take
be nice.
advantage. You also get to take advantage of the continental breakfasts that they have every
Mm,
day. So we can make
hungry already.
yeah, and I also want to point out too, like our local food bank, they are always taking in clients, and I'll also provide you with that phone number, and you can also just walk in. I'll give you the address just in case you've never been there, but yeah, you can just walk into our food bank here, and they'll give you enough food. It's not lots, but it's something to get you through for at least a week, anyways, and to help you out, and then you can also visit again. You can go to the food bank twice a month. So usually you
Okay.
stretch it out, you can probably make it last, but having the breakfast at the hotel room would help as well. And then you'll have some supper meals and maybe some snacks. Sometimes they have some goodies and stuff to hand out. They also have personal hygiene products, and sometimes they have bags of clothing as well if that's something that you may need when leaving. But yeah, there's all kinds of supports out there, and I want to make them all available for you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, let's yes, thank you so much.
You should be very proud of yourself, Drew. You've come such a long way. I did speak with your mentor before speaking with you, and they had nothing but amazing things to say about you. They are very sad to have to go this route, but unfortunately, a rule was broken, and but doesn't mean you can't ever come back. that doesn't mean you can't ever go back. And I'm sure if you look at Manitoulin Island, if you end up there, maybe there's a different center there that can help you as well. But for
Okay.
now, I'll get that phone number from you and we'll get on the phone. We'll give your son a call. Let's get you talking to your family and get you, into some greater spirits. And then before you leave today, we're going to have you a place to go.
Okay. I just have the phone number. It's in my bag, so I'll just go get my bag and then we can make that call together.
Perfect. That sounds great. I'll wait right here for you.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks for opening up today, Drew. And I'm glad you feel a bit better.
Thank you for your help, Ashley. I'll be right back.
Okay. Thank you.